Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're back working on the brakes on my 1984 Dodge Rampage. In the last video you saw, I went through, made some new hard lines for the car to replace some ones that broke off while I was working on the rear drums. So today we're going to put those back on the car, the new ones that I just made, and then we're going to go ahead and reassemble the drums so that we can get off of the back end. Actually, quite frankly, probably there will be one other thing I'm going to do back there before we get done there and move up to the front. I'm actually going to be replacing the shocks as well since I'm back there. So we'll probably end up doing that as well. We'll have to see where things go. As always, I've got my shop helpers out here. They're running around adding to the chaos that is this shop. So with that being said, let's go ahead. We're going to get started and start working on the drums. Okay, so with some help from the shop assistants here, as you clearly saw, we were able to get those brake lanes on pretty quick. I'm going to attribute that to taking the time. I'm going to attribute that to taking the time to bend them up ahead of time and get them, pretty much exactly the way they should have been based on the old broken off ones. So now with those in place, it's time to actually rebuild the drums themselves. All right, so here's my first attempt. If you take a quick look, you'll go, hey, wow, Mark, you did it. That's awesome. And then as you go to start to pick up, you notice, there's an extra piece. Son of a... So now I got to take it apart again and put this piece in and then put it back together. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, so after a little bit more struggling, there were two things I had wrong. So I was missing this piece. This is now in. And then also the spring that was down here was originally here was not correct. It actually needed to be down and go under here like this. So now we should be all set. So let's go ahead and get that other one knocked out and get these drum brakes finished up. With everything put back together, there's just one last thing to do. We're going to clean things up a little bit, and then we need to adjust the brakes to make sure that they're just engaging properly so that they engage when they need to. The drum brake toolkit came with a special fork that you can use to go back and adjust the adjustment screw in the back, but it could probably just have been as easily done with a flathead screwdriver. keeping in mind that I have no idea what I'm actually doing here. I did look it up online, and basically what it said was to keep tightening it until there's just a slight bit of drag on the new pads, and that's where it's supposed to be adjusted to, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjust the little adjusting thing until there's just a little bit of drag, and we're going to call it a day. And with everything adjusted, it's time to put the cap back on, and we can call the drum brakes done. And that's going to do it for this episode of A Geek's Garage. Be sure you leave comments down below, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya!